like, everyone is up in arms about it. Like, everyone and their mom is up in arms about this. Like, people are going crazy about it on Twitter. People are going crazy about it on YouTube. Just everywhere. Like, everyone is pissed about this. Okay, so here's the talk. So recently, everyone has been going crazy because Amouranth and one other streamer, they have actually sort of departed from hot tub streams, and the new category that they've taken up is ASMR. And basically what they were doing is they were in like really, really skimpy outfits, and they were like essentially like giving head to a microphone on stream, like sort of like on all fours, like giving head to a microphone on stream. And like, everyone is up in arms about it. Like, everyone and their mom is up in arms about this. Like, people are going crazy about it on Twitter. People are going crazy about it on YouTube. Just everywhere. Like, everyone is pissed about this. And the thing that I want to say about this is that the only argument that I have heard against this that makes sense, like, most people are just like, why is this on our platform? Like, this is a platform for like 13 plus people. Like, why is this kind of stuff? Where do we draw the line? Why is this allowed on our platform? And to me, all that I'm hearing is like innate, like deeply rooted, like sexual suppression. Like, people feel like it's not okay to express yourself sexually on platforms. Because the truth is if they actually had a problem with 13-year-olds, you know, like seeing sexually explicit content, they would have way more of a problem with the fact that 13-year-olds are looking at Pornhub like all the time. No one has a problem with that. So like the fact that like they're like, this just isn't the platform for it. Like, if they want to go on on OnlyFans and do that, like, that's totally fine, but this isn't the platform for it. And my question is like, why? Why do you care? Why does it matter? And the only argument that I've heard that actually has any credence is like no one puts forth any arguments. They just complain about it. The only argument that I've actually heard put forward is that it alienates advertisers. And that is a legit argument. And the reason why is because in order for Twitch to flourish as a company, they have to get better about advertisements. Like, right now, everyone is like Twitch is so rich. Like, they get 50% of every sub, and like they have plenty of money. They're just greedy. But the truth is that Twitch is losing money every single year. Like, the audience base like shot up during COVID, but Twitch is still losing money. Okay? And Amazon owns Twitch, and Amazon is a behemoth. And the amount of significance that Twitch has to Amazon is completely inconsequential. Like, it's like 0.00001% of their net worth. So like they don't care at all if they have to just completely shut down the platform. Like, if the platform becomes too much of a liability, it's not even there's no skin off their back. They don't care at all. So like the argument that like it alienates advertisers, and advertisers are like the number one thing that Twitch needs in order to become like a legitimate platform, is a legit argument, and I can get with it, but that's not the argument that I'm hearing from most people. Like, the only argument that I've heard that from is like Devin Nash. Just recently I heard it from Ludwig. I think that Harris Hiller is probably aware of it. I haven't heard him actually talk about it, but I think he's aware of it. And then, but like what I really notice is just the sort of innate rage at sexuality. Because the truth is that if people were actually concerned about alienating advertisers on Twitch as a platform, what they would really be complaining about, way more than the sexual content that's on Twitch, is the gambling content that's on Twitch. The illegal gambling content that's on Twitch. Content creators are using VPNs. Huge content creators. Like, the number one content creator on the platform, which is like arguably XQC, is using VPNs to go onto gambling sites where it's like legal in other countries and gamble live on stream. And there are huge audiences for this. Like, there are so many streamers doing this, and no one says anything about it. Why? Because sex is stigmatized, whereas gambling, no one cares. Everyone's fine with it. So like I'm tired of this like false righteousness that everyone is like, we need to get this off our platform. Like I believe in women. They can do whatever they want. They just shouldn't do it on this platform. It's bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. It is like suppressed sexual rage that they're like completely unaware of. So like as you see this stuff sort of like going on in the world, I just really encourage you to actually be informed about what you're talking about and really try to like look into like why these things are coming up, like if they're coming up for you, like why they're coming up for you, or if they're coming up elsewhere, like do your research and find out like what's actually going on. And then like put this out into the world. Like I don't believe in cancel culture. The truth about cancel culture is that it doesn't work, because the people that we do cancel are the people that it breaks, right? And the people that actually care about what people think. And those people are like able to change, and we actually want those people around. Like people who make mistakes and like, you know, account for it and try to change, like that's significant. We want those people around, and those are the only people that we're canceling. Whereas the people who don't care, all that cancel culture does is it gives them more clout. It gives them more eyes. And so like all that it does is it boosts people up that we don't want to see on our platforms. The only way that you can legitimately get canceled is if you are deplatformed or like demonetized. But the people who do this well, the people who like create controversy well, they know how to skirt that line, and it doesn't do anything. The way to actually cancel someone is not to like go out and be like a social justice warrior and like say like, oh, like this person, they need to be canceled, let's rally around canceling them. The way to actually cancel someone is to go out and create, like put out what you want to see in the world. Like drown them out. Drown them, because the internet is such a vast place that it's super easy to drown, to like if you put something out into the internet, it's just gonna fall into a vast void, right? Unless people listen to it, unless people talk about it, unless people bring attention to it. So the way to actually cancel someone is to put out what you want to see in the world instead. So stop complaining about all this like sexualized content and instead put out what you want to see in the world, and like do better than the sexualized content. You know why people are mad? Because they can't. That's my talk. If you're watching on YouTube, because I'll probably post this on YouTube now. If you're watching on YouTube, please, you know, subscribe, like the video. I really appreciate it. I hope that this sheds some light on the situation, because it's a problem. It's a problem. Okay, let me catch up on chat real quick. I had to mute keyword Twitch on Twitter because of all the complaining. There seems to be a jealousy running through a lot of the complaints, like men, and it's mainly men complaining that they have to put skills and effort into growing their stream, and are jealous that a woman can get views without being a level 200 COD player. Yeah, so, and honestly, like, I really don't care about the men. Like, I sort of expect it from men. And like, I don't know. I guess I should care about men, because I should try to sort of like raise men to a higher standard. But the truth about that argument is like, dude, like the people who are coming for like the bathing suit streams, like they're not coming for you. Like it's not like they're like stealing your viewers. Like it doesn't matter if they were there or not. They're not going to be watching your stream, dude. So like, calm down. And like, there are men that do this kind of content and absolutely kill, but they're willing to put in the hard work to their bodies to like do that. Like Ludwig in his latest video, like he shouts out a pair of male like Russian twins that stream together, and they just do like fan service streams. Like it's just them working out, and they're super heckin' ripped. They did like a hot tub stream in like little tiny bathing suit swim shorts, and like they sit at like 1,000 average concurrence, which like isn't, you know, it's not I am blanking on her name right now. Amouranth. It's not like Amouranth level. Like Amouranth is you know, getting like crazy more viewers, but like it's still really good and still totally like sustainable as a career. So the games which sexualize women are fine. This, oh no, look at that woman taking out the middleman. Yeah, exactly. It's all about like, we're totally fine profiting off of sexuality when the women aren't the ones doing it. All of a sudden, when women start using it as a tool for themselves, we demonize them and ban them and talk about how horrible it is. It is absolutely social stigma, and it's like what's really scary is that I do think that like and okay, hold on. What I was going to talk about is that like when men do it, like I sort of expect it, right? What's really awful and harmful is when I see women do it. And like one of the clips that blew up on Twitter that's getting like so much clout is this woman talking about like doing it, this woman who's like bashing Amouranth for doing it and giving a lot of these like sound good arguments of like, if she wants to do it on OnlyFans, like that's totally fine. Like this just isn't the platform for it. And I really do think that it's a lack of awareness. I don't think that the people who are sort of like at the bottom, and I mean, she's a you know, successful partnered streamer. It's not like she's at the bottom, but like there's like the Illuminati that sort of like make these standards and like maintain power purposefully by doing this. And then there's everyone else that gets caught up in the influence of it and thinks that they are like standing up for something right, when in reality they're being manipulated by the top. I'm so passionate about this topic that I talk about it so much. I'm so happy you speaking so openly about this. Also, as a male, it does really help a lot. Yeah, and that's one of the things is that like while like I recently gave a talk, it's a really important talk. I would really love like more people to check it out. Exclamation point gatekeeping. I recently gave a talk about how like there's this weird stigma where if you have privilege, you don't deserve compassion. Like we've sort of like come to that conclusion, and it's really like toxic and harmful. And while like I think that we need to change that, I do think that it is really important to also that those who do have privilege exercise that privilege for good. Like they use their privilege to help you know, to help the battles that need to be fought, that people who don't have as much privilege can't fight as well. Like that they have to fight harder in order to really make a difference. Ignorant, privileged people are more likely to listen to other privileged people instead of the ones actually struggling. It's so unfortunate, but true. Yep. And I think that that's just sort of the nature of it, which means that it's really important that, first of all, if you're privileged, that you educate yourself a lot. And also that that if you are educated, that you really use it, that you really use whatever platforms you have to like really, you know, fight for what you believe in the world.